She is currently
Thank you.
She is currently working as a faculty in College of Computer Science, King Khalid University, Aba, Saudi Arabia, and a visiting professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Uttaranchal University. She has with her many research papers associated with her. She's a chair coordination. She has been coordination, outreach, and strategic planning part of the IEEE UP section. She is an executive committee member of IEEE UP section. She has into she has associated with her many different research excellence awards, and she has been awarded as the HOD of the year in the year 2021. She has with her outstanding volunteer counselor award, which she was given in the year January 2022 by the IEEE UP section. We welcome you, ma'am, over here for another knowledgeable session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sonia, for briefing about me. And this is second time when I'm just delivering the session in your institute. And thank you for giving me this privilege for delivering the session. Actually, as I am working in Saudi Arabia, but as I am Indian, so I am very happy to deliver the session in India and the some organizations who belongs to India. And Sonia is also my colleague in the previous organization, so we have worked together also earlier. So this is the another phase when we are meeting online, just due to the FDP. So Sonia is remembering us just because of FDP. So this is the another we can say that the virtual meet by which we can connect each other. So nowadays, I think we are using AI every time and every day because we are connecting with each other through various medias and various platforms. But earlier, I think these kind of facilities we were not having. So these are the another facilities so that we can remember our previous friends, our previous colleagues, our previous relatives or another people also, so that we can make aware about what they are doing in their current life. So this is the benefit which artificial intelligence is providing to us. So this is the basic information. So now I'm just going with the topic because you are having the generative AI FDP topic which you have selected, and this is very common topic which is currently using in the market, and I think everybody is going to use this platform which has been generated with the help of generative AI. So let me first share my screen so that you must be aware about the topic which I am going to discuss today. Yes, please tell me my web presentations are visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. So actually, this is the brief introduction which I have written on the first slide of my presentation. And Sonia ma'am has already just brief about all the things. And I have already worked for various years in India, but now I am working in Saudi Arabia. So currently, I am in King Khalid University, and I am working as a professor over there. As well, I am connected with IEEE UP section also. I am the various committee members over there. So I am just putting this logo IEEE. So this is the basic introduction which people can give to everyone, because I am the IEEE member, I am the IEEE senior member, as well I am the part of IEEE. So I am just using this logo just to introduce myself, as I am the member of IEEE family, because IEEE family, it means we are having the IEEE organizations. We can be the member of IEEE organizations in everywhere in world. So we can connect with the people with the help of this IEEE. So let me start the topic. So today I have selected the generative AI in education. Actually, AI, artificial intelligence. Earlier we were using only term, the basic artificial intelligence, but now we are using the another term, generative AI. So this is the next level of AI, which is the generative AI, where we can have the extra features which we were not having the AI. But now with the help of generative AI, we are using the different kind of facilities, the different next level which is going to be used in the market. So how generative AI is helpful in education? So we have used some terms here. So these are the topics which I am going to discuss with the help of my presentation. So first we start with the generative AI. So actually, what is generative AI? Generative AI is a type of machine learning that can create new original content like images, text, audio, video. It uses a neural network to learn patterns in data and then generate new content that resembles the training data. So what is the difference between the generative AI and the previous AI or the basic AI? So here I have just used the term images, text, audio, and video. But earlier, with the help of AI, we were using the AI to get the analysis, to do the analysis with in the form of text only. But now we have extended the features with the help of generated AI, where we are using the terms images also, audio also, and video also. Earlier we were using the text, but now we have inserted the more features where AI is going to be used, and AI is giving us the extra benefits where we are using these terms. So here the same neural network we are using here, so that the machine itself is just training the data, and on the basis of training it is giving us the results by just getting the
Excuse me, ma'am.
pattern of that data. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you on the first slide or have you moved your slide?
No, 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 no. I have changed my slide.
No, we are not able to see. We are just seeing your introductory slide as yet.
Okay, okay. Let me share it again.
Huh.
Maybe there. You please tell me. Now the next slides are going to visible.
Yeah, it is visible. Can you make a
Okay.
slideshow of it once?
Yeah, I have already made it slide.
Okay, we are able to see this slide. It is slide number 4 now.
Yeah, maybe this is slide number 3. No, this is slide number 3.
Can you move to the previous or next slide once so that we can
Yeah,
cross by it? Huh.
this is the first slide. The
No,
next
ma'am, we
slide.
are able to see.
Okay, let me share the entire screen. I think if there is any problem with the window screen, because I have shared the window screen. And let me share the entire screen. Please tell me, is it visible?
Can you move to the next slide?
Yeah, I have already moved.
Yes, ma'am. Now it is visible. Okay with
Okay,
it.
okay, thank you. So this was the basic generative AI, which I have already explained to you. Yes, with the help of a very small video, I am just going to describe you the generative AI.
In the classroom right now, I'm encouraging students to use AI as a tool within their processes. I think that the greatest human asset is curiosity. Our curiosity is what makes us human. It's our search for knowledge and our search for information. And so what I encourage students to do is to stay curious. But I'm also encouraging them to be critical about how effective it is. And so I think what happens is that what we want students to do, if we talk about critical thinking, for example, what we want students to do is to be critical about artificial intelligence and say, how is this making me better? I recently had students create an ad film around a technology that they invented, that they made up. The only rule that I gave them was that they had to use artificial intelligence at some stage or at some stages during their creative process. But then what I did was I had them analyze how effective it was. Quality of their input was directly related to the quality of the output from AI. Using AI doesn't mean that we're not going to create the next Ernest Hemingway or the next Paulo Coelho using AI, right? It's going to make all of us better. It's going to raise the bar.
Yeah, this was the
accessibility is important to consider in AI, and especially
Yes, with the help of video, I just wanted to introduce about the generative AI. I think he has introduced you about the basic features which generative AI is going to give us. So these are the key capabilities of generative AI. First, the content creation, the personalization, the problem solving. So generative AI, it means the content creation. But earlier we were created the content. We were able to created the content in the form of only text. But now with the help of this generative AI, we can create the content in form of images also, audio also, and video also. And in personalization, it means now the individual user, by understanding their preferences and interests, they can get the next data. Like if we are searching something onto the Google, but with the help of our previous search, the Google can understand which kind of interest I am having, or on the basis of my interest, we can get the next kind of different videos or the data. And last is problem solving. The basic AI, we have used the AI just to solve the problem. So again, we are using the generative AI for solving the problems also. The method can be the different, but the basic concept which we have used for the generative AI is just solving the problem. So which kind of technologies we are using for generative AI? So these are very basic technologies which we are using under generative AI. First, text generation. If you must be knowing that we can generate the text. Nowadays, with the help of generative AI, we are having the Chat GPT. Chat GPT, with the help of Chat GPT, it means we can just ask the query and we can get the result in form of text. But GPT-2, GPT-3, these are the form of generative AI. We can use that. And second is image creation. With the help of another AI tool, now we can just create the image also. It is like the realistic images from text. We can just write the text. We can just ask the query in the form of text, but we can get the result in the form of image. So this is the another generative AI feature, the music composition. There are different algorithms we are using for the music composition, where we can get or we can compose the original music pieces in various styles. And last is 3D model generation. There are different tools we can use to create the 3D objects and environment from the text. So these are the features we were not using early, but with the help of generative AI, now we are doing all the things with the help of AI tools. Like I think everybody would be aware about the Chat GPT, but with the Chat GPT, we are getting getting the result in form of text. But there are another AI tools also. With the help of these tools, we can get the images, we can get the music, we can get the 3D model, or we can also get the figures with the we are just inputting the request in form of text, but we are getting the output in form of figures. Like if we are just doing some documentation, or we are just writing some papers, we are having some tools by which if we need the figures in that documentation, so with the help of AI tool we can get figures directly. Just you have to make expert for that topic to your AI by asking the queries. So earlier we have just learned about the generative AI, but now we just move to our topic. Our topic is how generative AI is beneficial in education, because because our future is our kids and they are doing the education. So how we can help them, we can make them more we can understandable by every technology with the help of generative AI, or we can just create more interest for the education among the student also with the help of generative AI. In the education also, we are using different tools, powerful tools, to enhance the learning experiences and transform the classroom dynamics. From personalized instruction to automated grading, the application of these technologies are vast and far reaching. So how we are just using these applications. So current application of generative AI, how we are just using the generative AI in the classrooms. So first, the personalized learning, it means we are just doing the learning with the help of generative AI. Like we are using the lesson plans and content to individual students need, and ensuring a tailored education experience. So we are creating the lesson plans and the content to make them more understandable, to create the interest among the students. Next is smart tutoring, like virtual tutors powered by generative AI can provide one-to-one assistance or answering the question, which suppose some students are asking the question and they are giving the answer to each student, and they are guiding student to each student, so that students are having a feel like it means machine is talking to the student personally, so that they feel more comfortable, so that they are showing more interest in asking the queries also. If they will ask more queries, it means more interest will be generated among the students. Automated grading, like with the help of suppose if students are asking the queries and you are giving the answer in the same form, the machine can ask the query to the students and students are giving the answers. And with the help of generative AI, it means we can get their grades very fast. Suppose if teachers are doing manually the grading of the students of the class, it means it will take some time, but with the help of generative AI, it means just in seconds we can get the grade of every student. It means in which manner they are giving the response to the queries. So this is the how personalized learning we are just providing to the students with the help of adaptive content, with the help of real-time feedback, with the help of continuous improvement. Uh, Adaptive content, it means it can analyze the student performance, or it can adjust the lesson plans and providing personalized content and exercises to address individual needs. Suppose we are as a teacher, suppose I am just delivering some session to the students, and suppose students are having the queries, but I am not able to answer the query of every student at the same time. But with the help of generative AI, suppose if they are learning something, if they are just looking at the content delivered by the teacher or anything, it means they can send the query simultaneously. Different students can send the different query to the system, and at the same time they can get the answer of the query, so that student will feel like every student is getting the answer for their query. and in the same time they can get the real time feedback, so that they can just suppose teacher is just delivering the session, but we are not getting that every student is getting me. So personally we have to ask from every student, but if we are going to ask from every student, are you getting this topic, it means it will take some time. But with the help of real time feedback, we can get that students are getting the topic or not. And in the same manner we can get the more improvement in the students to the if we are teaching something, it means we are getting more improvements among the students to get the topic. And again, the same time we can do the automatic grading and feedback. It means for every query which we have given to the students, we can score through the test. Suppose we are giving some test, or we are giving some MCQ test, or the objective or the subjective test. We are giving test to the students. On the basis of the test, if they are answering the test, it means same time we can score the test and we can get their grades. And on the basis of these grades we can just get the feedback, and we can save the time also, because here the machine is calculating their result. So in just 1 second it will give the result, but manually if we are checking the test, it will take a lot of time to get the score of every students, because here on the basis of their score we are getting their feedback also. So again, the another beneficial thing which we are providing to the students with the help of virtual tutorials and conversational agents, we are making them more comfortable with the topic, and we are making them more comfortable with the subject also. So with the help of this generative AI, we can get the instant assistance. Like virtual tutorials, it means if they are not getting the topic at the time of the class, but in future also they can just make by the topic understandable easily with the help of virtual tutorials, because it means they are having some it means suppose they are having some recording of the teacher, it means in future also they can just look at the video and they can get the topic. Personalized guidance also, like conversational agents, they can adapt their teaching style to individual student needs, ensuring effective and engaging learning experience also. Scalable support. So these virtual tutorials, it means if they are having, because they can just look at the video anytime. If they are having any query, it means they can ask the query to the teacher and they can get the answer of that query, so that they will be more comfortable with the topic. So next is the generative AI for the content creation and curation. As I have already told you earlier, we were creating the content in form of text only, but now we can create the content in form of different media also, like audio, video, or something. So first we can do the lesson planning. We can plan the lesson, and accordingly we can just do the content creation. uh, it means we can identify and we can curate the relevant educational resources, making it easier for teachers to find the most effective materials. And on the basis of that, we can create some multimedia. We can take the help of generative AI to make the tutorial in form of audio, videos, just I am giving an example, when I have started my presentation, but I have started it with one video, because students are more curious for the video except only text. So if they are looking at the text every time, or the for longer time, they will be getting bored. But if they are having any audio or video, it means meanwhile their interest can be changed, so the flow can be changed. In the same manner, personalized resources. It means we can be on the basis of the individual student need, we can provide the different resource to the student. Like if some students are having the queries, and still after giving answer to every query, but still if they are not getting the if they are not getting the topic, it means we can have the different resources, we can use the different media, or we can give the extra assignments or the tutorials to the student to make the topic understandable. Ethical, still, if generative AI is giving us so many benefits, or it is giving the benefits to the students also, to the teachers also. It means now the teaching methodology is going to be more, we can say that, friendly to the students. But still, we are facing some, this generative AI is facing some challenges also. Like if every time, it means we are using the generative AI for complete education. So first challenge is privacy and data protection, because we are sharing all the data through the media. It means now the first challenge we have to, it means the privacy feature would be required there, the protection of data would be required there. And second is bias and fairness. So developers must address the algorithm biases to ensure equitable access and outcomes of all the students, so that they will feel like everybody, there is no biasing, and everybody is getting the score as per the task, as per the task, as per the paper they are solving. So on the basis of that, they should get the result. Transparency and accountability. So there should be proper policies and guidelines which should be transparent to the students, so that they will feel more happy by their grades or by their scores. So this was the basic points which we were using in the education for the students with the help of generative AI. Now, how transforming education with the generative AI? How with the help of this generative AI, we are using in the education, and with the help of these, how we are doing all the things. How it means, what are the benefits of transforming education? So we have already just we have already looked at the terms which I have already shown you in the previous slides. Now, how we are doing the automatic grading and feedback? Like the teacher earlier, the teachers were doing with the help of the manual grading. Like earlier, we were checking the sheet of the students manually. So if one sheet is taking 1 minute, and if we are having 100 students, it means how much time we are spending for checking the sheet? It means 100 minutes. But with the help of the generative AI, it means it can rapidly assess the student work, or it can make the teacher free, so that the teacher can do the another creative task to create the another teaching methodology to make the student more aware about the topic. So because here the automated scalable grading is going on, and they are just giving the timely feedback, like after every attendance. Like if they are having the 4 classes of one subject in a week, after every 4 classes they have to generate the they have to give the feedback. Only after that they will be able to get the tutorial of that topic. So it means we are getting the regular feedback by the student, and we are evaluating the student on the basis of their grades also. So these are the benefits which the teachers are using for the students with the help of generative AI. The again, the content creation and curation. It means here we are using the more multimedia tools to make the students more comfortable with the topic. We can make them more efficient curation, and we can also use the multilingual support. Like if in my class we are having students from different countries, some students are very comfortable in Hindi, but some students are comfortable in English. So we can use some multilingual support also with the help of generative AI. So there are some cameras or the audio. If a teacher is just speaking in English language, but as per their interest, they can change the language and they can get the output in the different language. Like if they are comfortable in listening Hindi, so they can just choose the language Hindi, otherwise they can choose the another language also. So it is also used to improve the accessibility and inclusivity. So generative AI can assist with creating the accessible content such as captioning. Like in this slide, I have just shown you a picture, and here I have mentioned the assistive technology for students with the disabilities. Like if students are not are having the disabled property or sorry disability, it means they are not some students, it means they are not able to just listen, and some they are not able to just look at them, it means they are disabled. So we are having the different tools, we are having the different features so that they can just get the output, or they can just get the topic. So we can use the generative AI for language translation, as I have already given you an example. If in which language they are comfortable, they can choose that language, and with the help of audio system, they can choose the language and they can listen in their own language. If a teacher is speaking in any language, but they can choose their own language and they can listen in their own language. So if these kind of features we are using with the help of generative AI, so basically it will increase the efficiency of the teaching, because here intelligent assistance is going on, the time optimization assistance. Why we are saying that intelligent assistance? Like here now we can share the tutorials, video tutorials, we can just share the audio tutorials, and we can just share the presentations also for every topic which we are delivering to the students. Because if they are not getting understandable with the teacher with the help of the lecture, then they can just take the help of another tutorials also, like video tutorial, audio tutorial, or any presentation. And with the help of these the time, it means the actual time optimization, because here we are getting the score of the students very fast, we are getting the feedback of the student very fast. So here there is nothing to do manually, and we are getting the result, we are getting the output in very minimal time. So actually the time optimization is going on, data driven insights. So AI powered analytics can provide teachers with valuable insights to inform instructional decision and improve outcomes. Yes, one example I am giving you, like nowadays we are just having so many platforms, like so many um, platforms. Like in my university they are using the Blackboard. If I have to do, I have to send some notification to the students, or I have to send some notification to particular students, so with the help of that platform I can send the notification to the students or to the full class, so that they can easily get the notification from my side, and I can conduct any test, I can conduct any presentation, I can conduct any like test also in the class, so that students must be prepared for that without giving some instruction in the class. So continuous learning and adaptation. So with the help of generative AI, it means in the regular manner, we can monitor the student progress, and we can just generate the, or we can just share the lesson plans also to address the evolving needs. And if we are sharing the lesson plan with the students before delivering the session, it means with the help of lesson plan, they will be able to get, it means which topic is going to be delivered today. It means because in advance we are just going to share the lesson plan, and with the help of that lesson plan they can just check the next topic which is going to be delivered in the class, and they can make aware already in advance with that topic, so that in the class it would be more interactive when student will ask the query by the teachers. And there would be more iterative improvements also, because we are getting the feedback by the students. And also we can just uh, do the lifelong learning, because now the students are getting the more interest in the topic also, and they can get the uh, they can just use the topic in the implementation also. Unlocking the potential of generative AI in education. It means now this generative AI, it holds the immense promises for transforming education, empowering teachers, and unlocking new possibilities for personalized, inclusive, and adaptive learning. And by using this transformative technology, it means we can unlock the full potential of every student and prepare them for success in the next century. So our main motive is to make them more comfortable, to make them more aware about the topic, or to show the interest in every topic, so that they can use their technology in the real life for different kind of problem. So as I have discussed the different generative AI technique, how generative AI is going to be used in education, but we are facing some challenges, and there are some considerations also for that. So it is very easy to use the generative AI in education, but when we are using the generative AI, we have to face some problems for that. We have to face some challenges for that, because if we are using the AI, it means we have to create AI system can we can say that perpetuate and amplify the societal biases around race, gender, and other factors also, and careful testing and oversight is critical. What does mean by this? It means we have to use the proper algorithm, so that if we are just doing the student, we are just calculating the student's grade, and it should be in the real manner. Our algorithm should be so strong so that it is giving us the actual result. Accuracy should be 100%. It is very tough to get the result 100%, because with the help of machine learning we are getting the result above 90s, but every time we are not getting the result in 100%. So first it should be the algorithm bias. Second is the transparency and explainability. Suppose if we are giving the result, we are just calculating the grade. So there should be transparency, and it should be explained so that the teachers as well as student must be satisfied by the grades or by everything, because if there is transparency, it means students are getting everything, and how they got the score on the basis of their result sheet. Another one is autonomy and accountability. It means now the question arises about liability and who is responsible for their actions. Suppose if they are not, if system is getting the wrong result, it means who will be responsible for that? Because teacher has given the test and students have solved it, but some students, it means how my system is, if matlab, how much percentage, it means how liable it is, so that students will be more satisfied by the system, by the software which by which they are getting the score. The another challenge is data privacy and security, because here everything is going to be shared among the students, among the teachers. It means we have to provide the protection for data also, because everything is going to be shared among the students as well as among the teachers. So there should be a protection feature also would be required for the data. And the algorithm would be more there should be good vulnerabilities for the algorithm also, so that it should be safe by the different attacks or by different viruses which we are getting through the internet or through the network. And there should be more responsible data practices, like if we are using the governance data for the students, for making them understandable. Suppose we are getting the data from the internet, so it should be, we can say that there should be more security, there should be more data practices we have to apply to get the, if we are taking the very small data, it means we are not getting the actual result by that. If we are having the large number of data, it means machine learning will provide the good result only when we are just inserting more data to the system. And the accessibility, it would also be considered, like the inclusive design. The system must be designed in that way so that it should be more accessible and inclusive for diverse user needs and abilities. Or there should be equitable access so that it should be available and affordable to undeserved and marginalized communities also. And there should be non-discrimination so that every student must be satisfied by their grade, by the score which system has given to the students. The compliance, the existing regulation which the system is providing, it must comply with the patchwork of existing laws and regulation around the data privacy, consumer protection, and anti-discrimination. The main thing is that it means whatever regulation, whatever policies you are applied, it means students must be satisfied by the regulations which you are applying through the system. Like some universities, they are just giving the GPA or SPA. It means here they are not getting the percentage, but earlier the students were getting the score in the form of percentage. It means percentage can be calculated very easily. But if they are getting the GPA, so every university is having different regulations, rules and regulations for getting the GPA. So it should be clear to the students also, and it should be the rules and regulation would be clear to students also, so that they must be satisfied with that. And the emerging framework, the governments are developing new regulations and guidelines to ensure responsible development and deployment also. And again, the compliance challenges also, this generative AI, if we are using, so we have to face this. And for making the system more transparent, more accountable, so we have to report uh, publicly. Publicly, it means regular public reporting on AI system performance, failures, and mitigation efforts is crucial for accountability, because every time we need uh, the accurate result. So there should be proper reporting or regular reporting by the system. If sometime there is failure in the system, it means every scoring will be, we can say that, not accurate. So it means that everything can be incorrect. So there should be proper reporting, there should be proper auditing, and the proper governance framework with clear lines of responsibility are needed to oversee AI development and use. And the stakeholder engagement, like the different in the system, we are having the stakeholder engagement also, like the identify stakeholders, gather feedback, collaborative design. It means everybody would be having the uh, common, it means common rules and regulation, and everything would be having the proper association, proper engagement with everyone, so that everybody would be satisfied by the system. Suppose in the system, if we are teaching in the school also, it means the account department, the examination department, the classes, it means these all will be having the proper proper uh, they should be comfortable with the system. Everybody should be aware about the rules and regulations which your system is going to apply. Yes, next, how we are just implementing the generative AI in educational setting. So here, these kind of infrastructure is required if we are just using the generative AI in the classes. This kind of the generative AI infrastructure requirement infrastructure is required, like the high speed internet, like the reliable hardware, secure cloud based platforms, so that if the network bandwidth is very high, the bandwidth of network should be very high, so that they can get the result in proper way. If bandwidth is not good, it means the proper generative AI is not going to be applied in your classes. So this is the first. It means first is the infrastructure is required to apply the generative AI. Second is hardware and software needs. It means every student must be using the tablets or the laptops, so that they can access the tutorials in the form of presentations, audio, video, and they can respond to the system with the help of these gadgets also. So third is connectivity and bandwidth consideration, which I have already told you. It means if you are using the internet connection, so there should be proper connectivity and there should be proper speed of bandwidth. If speed is very low, it means they will not get the tutorials very fast, and they you are not getting the response from the students in the proper way. So next is the teacher training and support. If you are applying the generative AI, it means you have to make them aware about the tools which you are going to use in the class. If teacher, it means you have to provide the extra training to the teachers also, because teachers earlier they were doing the teaching in the manual way, but now they are going to use the AI tool, generative AI tool. So first they have to train their self, and after that they have to use that tool to make the student aware about the topic. So first they will train themselves about the generative AI tools, and after that, like Chat GPT, there are so many other tools also. So first teacher would learn, and after that they will use the tools for the students. Next is upskilling and professional development, like uh, for upskilling and continuously perform professional development of the teacher is very crucial. So first they must be equipped with the knowledge and the skills to leverage the generative AI tools, as I have already told you. So on the with the help of these generative AI tools, they will create the lesson plans, and they will create the tutorials also with the help of these generative AI tools. And integration with the existing curricula. Like if you are using the generative AI, the seamless integration of generative AI into existing educational curricula is essential. Like you are not using the generative AI everywhere for everything. You are doing some things you are doing manually, and some of the things you are doing with the help of generative AI. So you have to do the proper integration of these two things, the manual part and the AI part. Both should be having the proper integration, so that you will be able to do the proper assessment, proper assessment of the students, and to make the student more uh, um, comfortable with the topics or with the classes also. The lesson planning and the content adoption. So if first the teacher would have to learn about the generative AI tools, and after that they have to use these tools to create the lesson plan and to create the content. Content means the tutorials. Like if they are creating the tutorials, it means they have to share the tutorials with the students. So first they will create the lesson plan. According to their planning, topic by topic, they will create the tutorials for that. Tutorials can be in the different way, like audio tutorial, video tutorial, or the presentation, like the presentation they can prepare. So after that, we can say that we have just use the generative AI in the classes. The successive implementation of generative AI in education only would be getting the result if we are getting the more score of the student. Suppose earlier the result was 60%, but now with the help of generative AI, when we have applied to the students, now we are getting the score 80%. It means now we can say that we have done the proper implementation of generative AI in the classes. So that it means we have do the proper applications of generative AI in the classes. So again, if we are using the generative AI, we have to consider these terms also. We have to do the data privacy. We have to apply the data privacy or the data security also, because here the data is going to be shared among all the students, teachers, and the different departments. So there should be proper protection. If suppose the system, the server has been crashed, it means everything is going to be deleted. Everything is going to be crashed. So we have to provide the proper protection. We have to provide the proper privacy to the students, so that the another students are not able to change the data of another student. So there should be a proper uh, privacy among the data or among the different departments. Yes, different case studies also have been done with the help of generative AI, and we have done some. I'm just already going to discuss these case studies for generative AI in education. First is for student engagement, like with the help of the generative AI powered chatbot. It means it is just providing the virtual assistance to the students. It means if they are doing something, they are getting the virtual assistance by that tool. Like we are also having the Alexa, Google Alexa. Like if we are asking something to the students are getting the virtual assistance by the tool or by the system, so that they can do it fast or they can do it in the proper way. So here we can just make the result increase 25%. It means the interest of the students, we can just increase the interest of the students. Second, personalized learning. We can enhance the personalized learning like adaptive lessons, intelligent tutoring, and the predictive analysis. Here we can just analyze the different lessons which we are giving to the students, and we can just share the virtual tutorials also to the students, so that in future also, if suppose they are absent in the class, but if
Ma'am, you are not audible.
the different which were beneficial for the students. But if we are using the generative AI, it means it is beneficial for other peoples also. Like for teachers, it means they are getting the automated grading of the students. So, so this kind of benefit the teachers are having now with the help of generative AI. Earlier, they were doing everything manually, but now they are getting the output. They are getting the score of the students automatically with the help of this generative AI, and they can schedule AI powered scheduling tools. It means they can create the efficient timetable that maximize the resources and minimize the conflict. But earlier we have created the timetable manually, and it was taking a lot of time to making the timetable. But now just we have to put how many classes we are having, how many sections we are having, and how many subjects we have to assign to each class. And with the help of this tool, the automatically timetable is created. more effective, because here we can maximize the resources also, because we have applied the algorithm to create the timetable. Data-driven insights. So generative AI generate real-time reports and analytics to help administrator also to make informed the decision. So next is boosting teacher productivity. Like yes, these are the another features which is helpful for the teachers. Like here now they can create the lesson plan, they can do the intelligent grading, and they can do the classroom management. Yes, this is the new feature which is going to be mentioned in this slide. Classroom management, like earlier, if I'm delivering the session and I have to check to every students, and I have to be more attentive in the class, like every student is getting me or not. If they are doing some nonsense in the class, it means how I can, if there is very big class, it means I'm not able to do I'm not able to check every student every time. But with the help of the generative AI, it means now I can do the more classroom management. I can check the activeness of the student with the help of this generative AI. It means by getting the response from every student, I can check how many students are actually involved with the class. And if they are not, if they are doing some nonsense, it means just by sending the message to the students, it means I can make them aware that in future they have to be uh, take care of just listening the class, not creating any nonsense. So driving innovation in the classroom, like earlier, we have just delivered the class and students have just listened the topic. But now, with the help of this innovations in the class, we can create more interest among the student for the topic, because now with the every topic, it means which technology, with the help of which technology we can make them more understandable for that topic. We can give them some projects, so that if they will create their own projects, it means they will be having more interest about the topic. So they can just create some AI powered project, and we can give them immersive experiences also, like virtual and augmented reality apps transport students to engaging learning environments. And collaborative learning, like generative AI facilitates seamless teamwork, allowing students to co-create and share the knowledge. Because if they are creating any project in the group, like a 5 student group or the 4 student group, they are doing the things themselves, and they are doing the implementation part themselves. And it is also helpful in increasing the accessibility and inclusion, like how we have this generative AI is going to help them. Language translation, because suppose some international students are sitting in the classroom, but I am just speaking in my own language and they are not comfortable in that language. So with the help of language translation, it means they can choose their language, and they can just change the language, and so that they can get the voice in their own language rather than the teacher language. Assistive technology, this technology can help the students with disabilities access curriculum and participate fully in the classroom. So personalized curricula, here, like the generative AI creates a tailored learning plans to ensure all the students can reach their full potential. Now, we have discussed some case study for the generative AI. Now, next is what will be the future of this generative AI in education. So, which kind of future we are going to be analyze? We are how we are going to use the generative AI in future. In future, like conversational AI, like nowadays we are going to be use more chatbots and virtual assistants with the help of NLP, so that everybody will be able to understand their own language. And in future we are going to use more automated content generation like AI power tool, like we are using the chat GPT. It means if we are having any query, we have to put the query to the system, and we are getting the answer as per the query we have put into the system. Language translation, so as per my need, sometimes I am comfortable in this, but for some topic if I am not comfortable, so as per my need I can change the language also. So personalized learning experience, so in future we can just analyze the student performance, and we can adjust the lesson plan, and we can make the tutorials more intelligent with the help of AI tools. And we can just track the skills of the students as well as teachers also. It means with the help of these different, because every day we are getting the new AI tools in the market, and every tool is giving as we can say that the previous feature. So, and with the help of in future, we are going to use more automated content generation, more we can say that the advanced lesson plans, the advanced multimedia resources we can use, the advanced customized assessment we can do, and we can just use the feedback and grading methods to um, um, so that we can get the result faster, and we can get the more advanced methodology. We can use the more advanced methodology for that. And in future we are going to use intelligent tutoring system like diagnostic assessment, personalized instruction, and continuous adaptation. Uh, Here we can enhance the accessibility and inclusivity. The more language accessibility, accommodating disabilities, and personalized learning, we can take care about these, and we can use advanced AI tools to for the students, so that they will be more comfortable with the system. And here in future also we can apply the more privacy and more data protection, and the system we can make as per our need. We can make the system more fair to the students, and the biasness we can put as per our need, and there should be more transparency and accountability to the system. Preparing educators for the AI driven future. So here now the system will be more professional and more collaborative approaches we are going to use now, and we are going to integrate the AI with the manual system, so that in future we are doing the system fast and accurate. Now, if we are just talking about now, we are moving to the last step here. Some key takeaways like the personal as we have discussed the terms personalized learning. It means it can create the customized lesson plan and content tailored to the individual student need, and optimizing the learning experiences. So we have to use the more creativity boost so that we can enable the student to explore and generate new ideas, and this generative AI can help them for doing the more innovation thinking and problem solving. It is also helpful for the administrative part also, so that they can get the benefit by this generative AI, and they can just calculate the thing. They can just do the things in the fast way as they were doing manually, as compared to they were doing manually. So expanding access to educational resources like democratizing knowledge. This generative AI can make high quality educational content accessible to the students worldwide, and regardless of their location and socio-economic status. Multilingual support and inclusive learning. We have already discussed these terms earlier. So we can enhance the creativity and innovation by idea generation. So what does mean by this idea generation? Like first we will share some problems with the student, or we can just we can say that organize some events for the students, in which the students have to just search for the problems. So first they will search for the problems, and as per their problems, they will just uh, create the solution for that. So first is idea generation. Idea generation, it means every student, they will make their own group, and they will just generate the idea. It means how it will be beneficial for the society, and how they can get the solution for that idea. So with the help of technology, it means they can give the solution to the society. So first the idea generation, second collaborative exploration, and personalized feedback. These all things will be given to the students with the help of this generative AI. So another the new term here we are using, intelligent scheduling. It means suppose every day you have to schedule. Suppose I am having the 10 tasks in my whole day. So with the help of this generative AI, I can schedule the task which I am having, and on the basis of my priority, my schedule will be decided. So in the morning, I will be notified by the task which I am having in a day. So with the help of this generative AI, we can just apply the transparency, we can apply the student privacy, and we can apply the equitable access to the students. And suppose we with the help of generative AI, we got the grade of the students, and on the basis of these grades, suppose we can get the result, which kind of attendance the students are having. So suppose some students are having less attendance than 50%, but with the help of generative AI, we can get the notification how many students are having the attendance below 50, so that we can get the details of the students. And with the help of these details, I can just call the students, I can just take some action on for these particular students. Suppose in the class there are only 50 students, and 10 students, they are having very less attendance. So if my system is going to notify me every day how many students are getting less attendance than 50%, so on the basis of these calculations, I can do some action. I can do some action for these particular students, and I can give some extra tasks to the students, and I can give some extra assignment to the student, so that, or I can share some extra tutorial to the students, so that if they were absent in the previous classes, but in future they can be aware about the classes, they can learn their self. And whenever there will be any test is going on, it means they can be the part of that test. So as we have discussed, so these were the applications, like content creation, simulation forecasting, creativity enhancement, and accessibility. So these were the basic uh, applications of generative AI which we have learned today. So if we were having these application, but how actually we are just using this generative AI with the help of machine learning, it means it is going to get the data from the previous system, and on the basis of this previous data, we are getting the analysis in the future. So suppose in the previous class, like if the students were in 8th class, but now they are in 9th class, so we can get which kind of deficiency they were having in their previous class, and the system can just send us the notification about that. And on the basis of that analysis, we can apply some extra tutorials, extra things. We can just make a plan for that, and on the basis of these plan, we can just increase the percentage of the students in the next class. So this is the actual application of the generative AI. With the help of the generative AI, our main motto is to just get the more good result for the students, and the time optimization for the teachers, so that they can just use their mind in creating the tutorials rather than spending all the time in getting in checking the question paper, in checking the in just doing the manual task, like we were just putting the attendance in the register, and we were writing, and we were just writing the tutorials, or we were just making the uh, um,
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
yes, yes.
Ma'am,
Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm not getting.
hello.
Hello.
Am I audible? Ma'am, we
Hello.
have a query in the chat box.
Okay, okay, okay.
Am I
Let
audible?
me check.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let me check the query.
we have a query in the chat
Okay,
box
okay.
by Mr. Yeah.
How to adjust lesson plan assignment as per student need, learning styles using AI. Also, how to give personalized feedback. Actually, ma'am, in some organizations or in some schools also, we are using the generative AI with the help of some tools. Like they are using different software. Like in my organization, we are using the Blackboard. With the help of Blackboard, we are just getting the result, getting the grade of the students, and we are just giving the assignment to the students. And when we are just giving the assignment to the students, so just virtually we are checking all the assignments whenever they are putting the assignment onto the software, and automatically we are just checking the assignment. So I think if I'm not going to able to share the software of my university, because this is confidential for my organization. So, but I can just share some screenshots for that in future. I will share through the to the Sonia ma'am, so that you can just look. I think every university is going to use a different kind of software. Like in my university, in my previous university in the India, we were using the ERP system. But ERP system, it was not strong, and it was not using the generative AI. It was just using the predictive AI. But the new universities, they are using the generative AI feature, where everything is going to be done with the help of the this software. Like one more thing here, I am not putting the attendance of student every day. By default, my system is because the students are entering into the class, and there are camera putting on, and on the basis of camera, the attendance is going to be calculated there self. So in the end of the day, I am getting, so suppose I was having the 4 classes, and in my 4 classes, the first class how many students present, in second classes how many. So when I am going back to the house, it means I am just checking how many students are present in the class. Like in my first class, 40 students were present among the from the 60 students. So, but I am getting the response. I am just putting the complaint to these 20 students. It means by default, complaint will be going to the students, and they are giving the answer why they were absent in my class. If the reason is genuine, so I am just satisfied, I can put the satisfied sign to the students. Otherwise, they have to give the proper documentation, proper reason for that. Otherwise, I will just give them makeup test for that topic after sharing the tutorials. So there are so many softwares that organizations are applying in their organizations. So Next query is, could you recommend open access application instead that we can use apart from those as a standard software provided by the institutes? Actually, open access, we can have some open access application, but very less kind of features. And practically, these are not possible in the class because, but some AI tools I can just recommend you so that you can just share it. You can just use yourself and you can prepare some tutorials with the help of these AI tools so that but you are not going to use these AI tools to the students. You are just using these tools. You can just use that tools for creating the tutorials for the students, and you can share these tutorials to the students so that they can be more friendly with the topic. So there are so many AI tools. I can give the another presentation for that because I have already given it for the researchers also, because nowadays this is the time for doing the research, for doing the publication, for writing the publication. So there are so many AI tools which are helpful for the researchers for writing the paper, for doing the uh, for like in the paper, when we are writing the papers, we have written all the things in the paper, but in the last we have to put the citations in the last. So how we are putting the citation with the help of Mendeley software. So there are so many softwares which are helpful for the teachers for doing the documentation. So in the same way, there are so many AI tools which are helpful for teachers for teaching, for doing the research, for documentation, for creating the lesson plan, or for creating the tutorials. So for everything, there is different AI tools. So I think this is not the topic which we are going to discuss in this FDP, but this was the topic here. I was just doing, I was just explaining you how generative AI is beneficial for the student. So we all know so many not in India, it is not applicable 100% in India, but outside India, they are applying it. But because it is confidential, so they are, I am not able to even share my software, which we are applying in my university. But as I have moved from India to outside, so I have seen it is very we can say that we can do everything in the automatic way. So there is nothing to do manually. So everything I am just doing with the help of my software. Here, every time I am just going to just share the tutorials. I am just speaking the lecture maximum time just delivering the lecture physically or the virtually. But even if you are just delivering the lecture physically, but everything is going to be recorded by the system because there are smart classes, so everything is going to be recorded there. So if a recording is there, it means the students can get the that recording. They can have that recordings, and in future they can get the topic easily. And but if they are absent, if they are getting the lesser attendance, it notifications will be given to you. So it means in this week these 5 students, they were having the attendance less than 50%, but in India we were doing manually everything. So this is the difference I think this generative AI is providing us. So in India, we are not using the proper generative AI, but we can use some AI tools of this generative AI, and with the help of these tools, the teacher can get the benefit and they can share their tutorial or the whatever things they are going to share with the students. They can prepare all the things. Yes, what I mean. Thank you. Okay. So anything else, if any query is there? So this was the basic, I think the proper implementation I'm not able to share because this is confidential, but I can just tell you the name of some AI tools, and with the help of these AI tools, you can just use for your personal use, which is helpful in teaching. Yes, if any other query, otherwise just I'm going to be finished with my presentation. I think only few of slides are left, and this was done. Yes, after my presentation, I'm just going to share one video with you, which will make you understandable, which we are using out of India. Even I have taken one video of China, how they are. So this was the conclusion actually.
Good afternoon,
How?
Meenakshi ma'am.
Yes,
Is
yes.
I'm
Good
audible?
afternoon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are audible.
Ma'am, my question is how we get the data insight from generative AI. There's any tool which use that we supply our data and get the data insight from using generative AI.
Which kind of data you want? There are so many
I think
tools by which we can.
like yeah, like we have an Excel data or like CSV data. So far we give the prompt to the LLM and we get the output, but I have never seen any like we provide the Excel data or something which can give the data insight through generative AI process. So you can suggest any tool, like I am a data analyst, which help in better data analysis.
Actually, data analysis, you have to apply the machine learning algorithm. But if you are for machine learning, you have applied some algorithm for that. But initial data you can get from the Kaggle because Kaggle is having so
Okay,
many
ma'am, I
data.
have the data. I have data. I
Okay,
have
you are already
applied
having the
machine
data.
learning algorithms.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay.
but you have said na ki we get the data insights from the generative AI. That's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking.
Mm-hmm.
These are the older methods to prediction, descriptive, but
Mm-hmm.
data insight from generative AI as such I have not seen. So
No,
I just
actually,
want to know.
still, we are not getting the data insights with the help of generative AI. Still, we are using the machine learning algorithm. We are not getting the direct data insights with the help of generative AI still. Yes. If you have I'm just telling you, if you must be knowing, I don't know, you must have heard about the term blackboard. So this is the tool, we can say that, by which it means if you are inserting the data, the simple data in the form of CSV, you are getting the output in the form of CSV. Because I have already used Blackboard. In the Blackboard, if you are inserting the data in the form of CSV, you are getting the output in the form of CSV.
That is not data insight. If I'm getting the data in CSV, that is not data insight. Data insight something which actually may I can make the decision from that data. But if
no, 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 no. Data insight, I'm not talking about the proper data insights. I'm just talking about the result in the form of CSV files. We can get the result in the form of, suppose we are just inserting the data in any kind of form, but we can get the output in the form of CSV files. But previously we were not getting the output in the form of CSV files. So proper data insight, still it is not possible. Yeah, yeah. One more thing, Scopus. Have you used the scopus.com?
yes, ma'am.
Scopus.com, it means you are, I'm not having the subscription of that. If you are having the subscription of that, it means you can get the data insights from that also. Like if I don't know about your organization, but in my previous organization, I was
It's
having
okay,
the
ma'am. It's okay. Thank you.
subscription of Scopus.
Like
Hmm.
I'm just asking because I am a data analyst. If generative AI give all the data insights, like my job will be
Hmm.
finished. So I'm just
Hmm.
asking ki, like my job is at is
Actually,
secure
बच्चे
right now.
नहीं, actually we are not getting the data insights still by any direct
Okay.
tool. There is no direct
So
tool
my
still
job is
by
safe,
which
na
we.
ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Because if everything is going to be done with the help of generative AI, it means machine learning task will be finished. So still there are some challenges we are facing with the generative AI, and still something is we are having a gap between matlab every task we have not performed with the help of generative AI. So we are going to we are going to just do the implementation of generative AI with the help of AI tool only. Like we are not having the proper tool for everything. We are not getting the data insights still. I think you must be satisfied by my answer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So, so another video I am just going to share with you, a very basic. So, how China is going to just apply this generative AI in the classrooms. So, I have just put a link of the video. So, I am just going to show the video.
Ma'am, nothing is being visible. Nothing is being shown on the screen. Ma'am, you can share the link with us if it is not working. Am I audible, ma'am? Hello? Am I audible, ma'am? Hello? मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही? Hello? Hello?
Ma'am, nothing is visible on the screen. Hello, ma'am. Your skin is not visible.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. हाँ अच्छा, मुझे बड़ा लेट बता रहा एक
मैम वॉइस इज नॉट ऑडिबल. अब वीडियो आ रही है, वॉइस नहीं आ रही. वी आर अनेबल टू हियर द वॉइस ऑफ द वीडियो. हेलो. हेलो.
Hello, am I audible?
Ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Actually,
Can
I
we
think
please?
yeah, I was able to just watch the video. I think it was not visible to you,
Shall we
and
share this
audio was
video?
yeah. I have just shared the link of the video. Okay, you can check it. Okay, I think I have discussed all the terms of generative AI, how it is useful in education, and even I have shared the link of the video I have, which I have
We'll
shared in the
just,
last of my presentation.
ma'am, we'll just play the video.
Yeah, definitely. You can play. You can play.
是你的专注力显示的很高。
Teachers at this primary school in China
蓝色是走神了。
know exactly when someone isn't paying attention.
Ma'am, this is the video.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Sonia, ma'am. This is the
HPE GreenLake, completing your hybrid cloud.
红色是表示你的专注力显示的很高。
Teachers at this primary school in China
蓝色是走神了。
know exactly when someone isn't paying attention.
白色就是你可能跟网络还没有连接好。
These headbands measure each student's level of concentration. The information is then directly sent to the teacher's computer and to parents. China has big plans to become a global leader in artificial intelligence. It has enabled a cashless economy where people make purchases with their faces. A giant network of surveillance cameras with facial recognition helps police monitor citizens.
ma'am. If there is
It's
any
okay,
issue
ma'am.
with the video, yeah, it's okay.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I was saying the same thing. If there is any issue with the video, I'm just going to brief about the video. So in this video, actually, it was showing that in China there was one school. There is one school actually. They are just using the AI band with the. They are just putting the AI band to the students. They are putting it onto the head, by which it is going to find out the concentration level of each student, and they have just given the light for that. If it is a red light, it is showing the red light.
Ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are now.
Okay, okay. Sorry, actually, I was just going to brief about the video. It is very short video, and in this video, in the China, there is one school where they are using the AI band. They are just putting the AI band onto the head of the students, and just by band, they are just finding out the concentration level of each student, and it is showing light in front of the head. If it is white color, it means there is no concentration. If it is of red color, it means there is proper concentration. So just looking at the student, and even the same signal is going to be sent to the teacher laptop also. So in the next time when the teacher is giving assignment to the student, they can check in the topic how many students were having the proper concentration and how many they were not having the proper concentration. So actually this was the video, and it was just showing their concentration level, so that by that we can check the attendance as well. We can check the concentration level, so that we can check how many students they are actually making the fool of the teacher. So on the basis of their query, if they are very serious, if the concentration level is good, it means we can answer. Otherwise, there is no need to answer the nonsense questions. So, so this was the AI that China was using. Even they are going to use some another uh, resources also, which is going to be made with the help of AI. So in the classes, as we are already using so many gadgets, which is, but we are not using the proper generative AI. So generative AI is still out of India. Some countries are going to be used, but 100% AI, generative AI is not going to be used anywhere. So we are just learning, we are just listening the terms of generative AI, but we are not using the proper generative AI anywhere. Yes, one question which was asked by one faculty, I'm not, the name of the faculty was uh, Hashmi, I think, Hashmi Romana, I don't know the person. Actually, she was asked about the data insights. The data insights still there is no proper tool. But if you must be knowing about some reference tools, like you must be heard about the size space or the one elicit. These are the tools which are using the references. Like if we are writing some papers and we are going to find out the references related to my topic, we can just access the number of references related to my topic, and after that which reference is related to, matlab we can just find out the output in the terms of a graph. So which is very near, it means how much percentage of the nearest references we are having. Suppose if it is 100% related to my area, if it is 90% related, 80%, it means in the form of percentage, or in the form of graph, or in the form of picture, we can get the complete picture of that with the help of this size space. You must be using this tool for getting the references of any paper. Even we can get the references name as well. We can get the basic like applications, like some positive applications, some weak points of every paper. So these are again the we can say that the insight, but there is no directly CSV file we can't put onto the any tool where we can get the output. So there is still no any direct AI tool which can get the result for the CSV file, but for there are some tools which can give the output in form of data insights. I think you now you must be satisfied with my answer. Or if anyone else, Hashmi, I think now you got my point. If anyone else, if you are having any query, you can please ask.
I hope everyone is satisfied.
Okay, Gayatri Dhingra, she is asking about it. Yes, if actually the last week I have given the session on the AI tools for research, for referencing, for citation. Like if we are writing the paper, for getting the citation of any paper, we are using the Mendeley to put the citations. But for getting the data insights, for that references, how many references which are very near to my topic, we are using I'm just writing the name here, size space. Yes, I have written it in the chat bot. There are so many other tools also which are doing the same thing. Size space, actually it is giving us the references for that topic, and it is calculating the data insights for that references also, and in the form of percentage, in the form of graph, in the form of picture also, it is showing the result. So I think you must have used this size space for writing the publications. Yes, any other query?
Thank you so much,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your informative session. I hope everyone is satisfied with it. It was a very
Okay, if
informative
still
session.
you are having any query, so I'm just writing my
Yes,
mail
ma'am.
ID so that you can just send the. Yes, I have shared my mail ID. Yeah, definitely, Hashmi. I will share my slides also with the Sonia ma'am. Sonia ma'am will share all the slides.
I would share all the slides with everyone. By
Actually,
the
this was just 2 hour session, and I was not able to share everything because this was just the introductory session. And still generative AI, it means we are having so many tools. Even if I am going to describe about every tool, it will take 1 hour. Because I am giving the sessions for these research writing also. I have given it many times, but it will take a lot of time. So even size space, it itself is will take 1 hour to describe about the complete tool. So, but I have shared my mail ID. If you are having any query, you can ask. You can just share the query. You can send the query to this mail. We'll try to answer every. So
Thank you,
thank
ma'am.
you so much, Sonia ma'am. Okay,
Thank you
I
for
think
your
I have
insightful
made
presentation,
satisfied to
ma'am.
every student, but
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your insightful presentation.
thank
Your
you.
valuable insights matter a lot to us. Thank you so much. And we are excited to explore how all these tools would be integrated into our teaching and research. Thank you once again for sharing your expertise. Thanks a lot. Everyone, please stay connected. We'll be again be here with another session by Mr. J.K. Dadu, a very senior, profound person associated with us. He'll be starting his presentation at 2 o'clock. Please stay connected for another 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Sonia ma'am. May I leave?
So much, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
due to some technical problem at the resource person side, we'll just continue with the FTP within 5 or 10 minutes more. Sorry for the delay.